scream all day that this reality is fake and it's a fucking simulation. And while we do create our own reality, this shit is very fucking real. My problem is that I wake up every day and I think still that I'm trying to figure out what to do next with my life. That I'm trying to figure out how to get with my partner and how I'm trying to figure out how to make some money or how to get my business started up or whatever I want to call it. Becoming a content creator. How I really want to get into pole dancing. Like, I just wake up every day with this mindset of I gotta figure it out. Like, it's a puzzle for me to freaking fix or piece together. Like, every day, like, we use clues, and it's just, I don't resonate with that anymore. Like, I'm tired of feeling like I always have to take up space when it's silent. Like, I don't. And I don't always have to know what's next either. Like, I grew up having to always know the answer before the answer was told to me. That was the only way that I was deemed as smart. And it's like, bitch, what the fuck? I was like, I've never been in a state where I'm able to just surrender and be a student and just learn. I just want to learn. That's what I'm doing. This is so Gemini coded, like a video diary saying that I just want to learn and that I just want to surrender to being a student. So Gemini, 5th house of me. Oh, 3:33. Okay. I'm afraid to look like I don't know what I'm doing. Like, because I don't. And I've accepted that on a soul level. But I'm ready for it to be normalized in my reality. That I'm just living and that I'm gaining insight on my path day by day. And in divine timing and not in a rigid structure. But like always know, like my partner was talking about how their like uncle came into town or something, and pretty much asked them, like, what are you doing for work? And they made, like, such a good point. Like, they were saying, like, it frustrated them because everybody always asks about work. Like, what are you doing for work? What are you doing for work? Why can't I just be? Why do I have to be working? What are we working towards? What are we working towards? Literally. If it's not peace, what are we working towards? All of this is for nothing. Literally all of this is for nothing. And people scream all day that this reality is fake and it's a fucking simulation. And while we do, this shit is very fucking real. And I feel like a certain level of dissociation and disconnection from humanity has happened because we've been conditioned to believe that our human feelings and issues and trauma is not fucking real issues. It's not real. Like, it's not pressing. It's not tangible. It's not valuable. It doesn't mean anything. And it's like, bro, like, rest, like, building a life of rest is not sleeping all the time. And I'm tired of being in a reality where that is what it's seen as. Like, being told I need to get a job when I'm doing things too freely throughout my day. Like, and even if it's like jokingly, it's just, I know where your mind is at, you know, like, I don't know. Like, I really enjoy the idea of waking up every single day and having an entire rising routine and allowing that to be my inspiration. Allowing that to be my inspiration to share, like, my messages, because I always channel and I always get insights when I tend to myself and when I take care of myself and when I have routines. Like, my reality spot, like, my algorithm responds very well to that. So, but it's just also deeply excruciating to be consistent in routines. Like, it feels so trapping, and it's like almost like I'm afraid of structure, because I am afraid of structure because I feel like in structure there's a freedom, and I don't know how to, like, balance that out. Like, I know that I'm supposed to be creating my own structure, and I know what I'm not supposed to be building it on. But, like, how do I get from point A to point B? And I know that it's just accept and let it all come to you, but it's just like, it's so, like, natural for me to just grasp for clarity, and I have to keep telling myself that it's human. And I feel like a part of the feeling like we're not real as human beings in dissociation is not giving ourselves enough space and grace and credit for the work that we're already doing, and for the fact that this shit is like different. And if you're genuine, if you're watching this video, 9 times out of 10 you are living and headed towards a very unconventional lifestyle that's going to bring you so much abundance that people are not going to understand. Like, why? How are they getting that? How are they doing that when all they do is fucking go to the beach? And or how are they getting money like that when all they do is wake up and do their little morning routine and blah 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 blah? How do they afford to go on these trips? Or how do they afford to move out? How do they afford to move out and out of the country? How do they make it with that person? And it's like, you made it, we made it, like, we made it because we trusted ourselves and we chose to accept the journey, even when it felt disgusting, even when we felt like we had no clue what to do, and we still don't know what to do. But a part of accepting that you have no clue what you're doing, so much wisdom emerges because you're allowed the space to really have those downloads and that divine direction come in, you know? So it's like, really, I don't know. It's like, I know my purpose now, and I'm just being asked to sit in it. Like, sit in it, but don't move yet. You know? Sit in it, but don't move yet. I feel like that's very collective. Sit in it, but don't move yet. Like, we're on the, like, we're right there. Actually, we're there. We were affirming the reality. The reality has crossed our timeline. Like, we've picked it, we've chosen it, and we're still choosing it to this day. Like, we're here, and we're just waiting for it to emerge into our physical reality. And it's a lot. And that frustration is real. That anger is real. I do want to let you know that you're on the right path. I'm speaking to myself as well. We're on the right path. We're doing exactly what it is that we need to do. Continue surrendering, and whatever it is that you're being asked to do spiritually, you're using your discernment, and you're doing what it is that you need to do. You have nowhere to be, nowhere to go, nobody to impress, nothing to do. Like, you are here now, a present soul just existing and allowing abundance to flow through you, because you have everything you need when you need it, how you need it, how you want it. Like, you're good all the time. We're good all of the fucking time. I feel like that's really getting drilled, like that 333 and 444 energy, 777, like 743 also, and like those variations, 347, 437. Yeah. Sunbathing really does, like, it really does replenish you when you balance, like, moon work and, like, sunbathing. I've been doing a lot of moon work, and I've been trying to sunbathe as much as possible, and like, the downloads have been so good. So good. I love. But yeah, I hope that you guys are all touching some grass and just touching your heart center, telling yourself that you love you every day and that you're on the right path, and just remaining gratitudinal to yourself and the source. And do not let your physical circumstances distract you. Know that you can trust your 3D, and you can trust it because it's showing you what to have discernment in right now, so that when it is time for you to move through and be in your, that said, in your highest reality, the reality that we're calling in, the one that we're sitting in right now, that you know exactly how to maneuver, and that it's maintained, that it's not something that's just falling into your lap and you're fluking. You feel me? Like I said, it's going to be something that people look at you and think, how is all they have to do is get up, do a little spiritual routine, do a little hygiene routine, make some little content, do some little dances, or how can they just dance and get paid? How can you just dance and get paid? How can you just do that art and get paid? How can you make that couple content, that OnlyFans content, and get paid, and that just pays your bills? How are you doing that? How are they doing that? How are they making money and paying their bills off of Pinterest and just blogs? Off of just TikTok? What? They don't have a real job. What? They don't have a real job? Like, a lot of people are going to be trying to tell you that you don't have what it is that you are acquiring is not real, and that is your perfect opportunity to affirm that it's real. And I know that we're not always in safe spaces where we can comfortably affirm that without that energy trying to be like, because people around us are doing spiritual work, whether they're conscious of it or not. But because we are conscious of energy, we know that what they are doing is energy work. So we do have, to a certain degree, still keep a level of cloakedness. That's not a word, and I don't care if it is or not. But 1717, cloakedness. When you're expressing yourself and you're standing in your truth in certain environments, because you really don't want your energy to be tainted while you're becoming and sitting in the potency of the frequency that you're calling in. So yeah. And one last thing, bro, when you sit in the sun, they tell you that you need sunblock. Why do you need sunblock? Because it causes overproduction of melanin, they say, or something like that. That is not what causes the overproduction of melanin. If you are intaking all of the bullshit that they are telling you is okay, that they're feeding you, if you're being reckless with what you're letting into your vessel, down to the most simplest things, the skincare that you're using, the makeup that you're using, and I'm not saying, not to use certain things, because I know that we have to indulge in the human experience to a certain extent, and we're going to sacrifice certain things. That's just it is what it is. But with to a certain degree, we know that we have to have balance. So if we're doing in excessive of things that are foe to our nature, then it is absolutely going to put us in a space where we cannot collaborate and reap the full benefits of natural therapies, of natural healing modalities. For sure, absolutely. So yeah, it's all in the mind. I love you. Thank you for listening.